Ever wonder how to make a drum kit sound like it's in a massive hall or a smaller room? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will hear how a dry drum loop transforms into a full immersive mix using only reverb. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hawkins. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful tools in mixing, reverb. Whether you want your drums to sound up close and dry or huge and spacious, the right reverb settings can make all the difference. I'll be working with PSP EasyVerb, but these techniques work with any reverb plugin. So no matter what you have, you can follow along. And at the end, I'll share a quick tip that the pros use to make their reverb sound even cleaner. All right, let's start with a completely dry drum loop. No reverb, no processing, just the raw sound. Now, listen to what happens when I introduce a small amount of reverb. I'll start with a simple room reverb. Right away, you can hear the difference. Even with a small amount, the drums feel more natural, like they're sitting in a real space. Each reverb type creates a totally different space. Let's go through some of them and hear how they change the feel of the drums. First up, room reverb. This one's subtle. It keeps things tight while adding just enough space to make the drums feel natural, like they're in a small studio or a practice room. Now, let's switch to a hall reverb. You will immediately hear how much bigger the space gets. This type of reverb is great for an open feel, but too much can push the drums too far back in the mix. A cathedral reverb creates a massive sound. This one works well for ambient tracks, but in a mix, it can get overwhelming fast. Next, we got plate reverb, a smooth and bright sound that's a favorite on snares, but it also works well on a full drum kit if you want a smooth, classic feel. And finally, spring reverb. This one has a more metallic, bouncy character. It's got that vintage vibe, which is perfect for lo-fi or retro-style mixes. Most reverb plugins will have similar types, so don't be afraid to experiment and find one that best suits your mix. All right, let's take a look at some of the key reverb settings. First up, pre-delay. This controls how long before you actually hear the reverb. Adding a bit of pre-delay helps keep your drums sounding dynamic while still adding space. Next, we have the decay time. This determines how long the reverb lasts. A short decay keeps things tight, while a long decay creates a washy, ambient feel. If your reverb sounds too bright or harsh, try adjusting the high frequency damping. Cutting some of the high frequencies makes the space sound warmer and more natural. And finally, the wet-dry mix. This controls how much of the reverb you actually hear. If it's too wet, your drums will get lost. If it's too dry, the effect is barely noticeable. Let's set this to 100% for a second. And now, let's blend it in to find a good balance. Let's A/B the reverb so you can hear how all these tweaks come together. The drums sound fuller and more natural. They also sit better in the mix, just by using the right reverb settings. So that's how you can use reverb to create depth and space in a drum mix. These techniques work with any reverb plugin, so try them out with whatever you have. Oh, and that pro tip I mentioned earlier, if you ever feel like your reverb is making the mix sound muddy, try using a high pass filter. Cutting out the low frequencies can keep things clean while still keeping the space intact. If you found this helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more audio tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.